In this video, we explain the buyer's role in the pre-contract phase of the conveyancing process, and what is required before the conveyancer can start the formal legal work of the house purchase. Step 1. Submit your conveyancer's details to your estate agent. Once you have instructed your conveyancer, it is important to give their details to your estate agent. The seller will be required to do the same. The estate agent will use these details to produce a document called the Memorandum of Sale. This document confirms the offer price, property address, and the name and address of yours and the seller's respective conveyancers. Conveyancing work can only begin once the Memorandum of Sale has been sent to all parties, and so submitting these details is important. Step 2. Submit the letter of engagement and documentation to your conveyancer. The welcome pack you receive from your conveyancer contains a selection of forms to read and complete. An important document is the letter of engagement. This confirms your acceptance to the conveyancer's terms and conditions, and your conveyancer can only proceed once this is received. It is therefore an important document to sign and return quickly. You will also be required to provide your personal and financial details. This includes your current mortgage status and confirmation on how you are funding the purchase of the property. For example, with a mortgage, as a cash buyer, or with a gifted deposit. The seller is also required to provide their information and details about the property being sold. This includes a property information form, a fixtures and fittings form, and providing supporting documentation, such as guarantees. Step 3. Complete your ID and anti-money laundering checks. As a buyer, it is necessary to go through identity and anti-money laundering checks. There are various ways this information can be submitted, which will depend on your conveyancer, but it is now commonplace to do this via a secure portal, where you will be required to upload a selfie and relevant ID documents. Assuming your checks are accepted, a verification report will be sent to you and your conveyancer. It is good advice to check how your personal information is handled and stored. Step 4. The pre-contract can now be compiled. Once your conveyancing firm is in receipt of the signed letter of engagement, the required documents from the welcome pack, and your approved ID and AML checks, they will verify the information and assign you with a conveyancing case handler. Your conveyancer will await receipt of the contract pack from the seller's conveyancing firm. The time frame for this is dependent on how quickly you and the seller provide the information. You are now ready to move into the next stage of the conveyancing process, putting together the legal contract to reach exchange. Contact Home Legal Direct for advice.